Hello everyone, and welcome to our MOA Kids activities for Monday, June 1st. And today I'm going to talk about our summer camp kits that we're launching this week. We're launching these as a somewhat replacement for our popular summer day camps that we run every year. This year we do not have the resources to maintain the health and safety for our patrons as well as for our staff that we would need to do to run that. So we are offering these summer camp kits as a alternative, and no, it will not be what everybody requires, but we're hoping that it'll be a fun way of bringing some camp activities into the home. So these they're based off of the popular meal kits that you can get, so they're pre-ordered and they're put together to order. So every week there'll be 6 weeks of availability, or 6 weeks of camp kits, starting July 6th, running through the middle of August. And each week is ordered a week in advance. So the final day for ordering the first week is June 29th. And then we will be having a free pickup at the museum on the Monday, July 6th, and then the 5 subsequent Mondays after that, between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Or we have a flat shipping rate of $6 to your home. So whatever is easiest for you. And in our camp kits, we will have themes. We have the same themes that we're going to have for camp. So those are exploring the Ice Age, amazing archaeology, artifact adventure. I don't have them in front of me, but puzzle extravaganza was another one. Archaeology science lab, I think that's most of them. So lots of different archaeology, nature, history, and the environment that we have here in Southern Ontario. Each kit will include learning activities, 3 of them. So that's all the materials that are required to do these learning activities. Crafts, again, all the materials are going to be provided, with the exception of your basic crayons, scissors, glue, which we won't be including for those things that you have at home, most likely. And then a couple games as well. On top of all of those, we'll also be including instructions, printed out picture instructions for all of the learning activities, crafts, and games. We'll also be having an optional online exclusive instruction videos, which will be only available to our camp kit customers. And in our feedback that we had some people that didn't really want anything online at all, and some people who did. So we decided that it makes sense to do both. So you can do one or the other. On top of that, we are going to be doing some exclusive online content that's interactive. So some story time, some show and tell, different things throughout the week, and those schedules will be included in the kits as well. The kits are $30 for a 1-child kit, and then we also have 2 children and 3 children kits. And that means that all of the materials for the learning activities and the crafts will be multiplied by the number of children, and the games, unless necessary, will be the single kit because they're designed for 2 to 3 people. So hopefully there's something that you want to check out. The link will be on the front page of our main website at archaeologymuseum.ca. Later today, I've had some issues with my internet or my access to our website from home, so I have to get that fixed, and then it'll be up there later today. And you can check it out. Contact me at katie@archaeologymuseum.ca if you have any questions, and hopefully these are going to be something that you're interested in throughout the summer. Today for our craft, I'm actually doing a bit of a throwback to one of our first MOA Kids activities from March, which was for our Underwater Archaeologist. And the kit for the Underwater Archaeologist was created on, we have a cricket machine at the museum, so all the pieces, it's similar to some of the craft kits that we'll be including in the summer camp kits. So that is why we are doing a Throwback Monday. All right, so I am going to switch to our video of our Underwater Archaeologist craft, and then I will see you after that. So for today, we have some cute little underwater archaeologists. So this is a scuba tank. He's got a clipboard because what he's going down under the water to do with his scuba tank and his breathing apparatus is to record what's under the water. They can also do this with cameras and little submarines and things like that, and it depends on what they're doing and where they are and the archaeological site, but we're going to leave that for Heather to talk about. On our website, and the link will be with this video and has been with most of our videos, is a template page, and you can print this off and you can cut all these pieces out and you can build it from that, or you can use these as templates to cut them out of construction paper or whatever colors you want. So that's our little template. And I'm going to tilt this down so that I can show you all the pieces and how to put this together. So let's all the way down here. All right, so what I have is we have the body. This is the scuba suit. We have the head. The one in the template, I've left a circle there so you can draw in your face of yourself, or you can take a photo of yourself like I'd done with this one, which has a picture of one of my students who made it and put it together for me. So you can do that as well. Or you can leave it blank, it's up to you. We have some flippers. We have an oxygen tank. We have some straps for the oxygen tank. We have some arms. We have some hands. And I'm going to say that we have a clipboard. I also have a clip, which Stephanie had used to clip it on. I think that's kind of fun. And we have our little breathing apparatus. This is actually a snorkel, but we can imagine it going all the way back to the oxygen tank. If you're doing this and cutting it out of my template, I don't suggest cutting out the inside of this snorkel mask, so you can draw onto it with your eyes, or you can paste in pictures of your eyes. We have a fancy cutter machine that cut all these pieces out for me. But this is how I put them together. We're going to start off with our, just one second, here we go. We're going to start off with our body. So we have this long rectangle, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll that into a tube, just like that. And we're going to use some glue. There we go. Now I can see if there's any questions. We're going to use some glue with, again, like I did yesterday, Q-tips work great for glue. Paintbrushes can be used too. What's fun about this white school glue is that if you get a paintbrush all gluey from our white school glue and hold it a few seconds until it dries, and I've got a little bit of a lip here, I'm going to put some glue on that too. What's cool about this white school glue when it dries is that if it comes into contact with more white school glue, it'll re-liquefy. So if you do use a paintbrush, sort of choose a paintbrush to just be for glue and let it dry, dip it back in the glue, and it'll soften up in a couple of minutes. It works, and I promise it works. I use it with our camps at the museum. Then we're going to take the head, and we're going to put some glue on the little neck part there. And we're going to put that there. And we're just going to tuck it inside the body and just hold it for a few seconds while it sticks. Again, white glue, less is more. You only need a little bit for it to stick. In order to stick, it needs to dry. And so if you have a lot of it, it takes longer to dry and therefore longer to stick. So there we are. There's our body and our head. And we can give them some, or we'll give him his oxygen tank. I've got an order for them on your template and I'm not following it. It doesn't matter, you can do whatever order you like. But here's our scuba tank, and we're gonna do exactly the same thing with our scuba tank that we did with the body. So it's a rectangle, and we're going to roll it. So I'm gonna take my Q-tip here, and I'm going to put some glue on the edge of this, just like so. And then I'm going to roll it again. There we are. Hold it for a few seconds. I think I didn't know this about glue. Yes, it's very cool. It's very useful. White glue, if you try to clean it, it just gets thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner. It doesn't clean up very well, so it's best just to let it dry. There we go. And this scuba tank is going to go on the back of our scuba diving underwater archaeologist. So we'll put some glue right where the seam is, because that way we don't see it. Oh, we fell over. It's okay. Put some glue there. Again, not too much. And I'm gonna stick it right on there. And again, hold it for a few seconds until it dries. A few more seconds. That should do. Yeah, I'm just realizing I forgot to do a step, but let's do it this way. We have some little straps for our scuba tanks, and what I'm gonna do is I was supposed to put these around the scuba tank, but we've already glued it on, so let's fix our mistake and just do it a little differently. So we're gonna put this is gonna attach it onto our scuba diver's body. So you know what, this works just as well. So we're gonna put it around, glue it down, just like so. Now it's strapped onto him. So we'll do the second one. I think that works just as well. So here we've wrapped it around the scuba tank, but this works too. Put some glue on our strap. Stick it to the body, tuck it in there. This will actually hold on to. Maybe a little more glue there perhaps. There we go. So now we have a scuba tank attached to our scuba diver. And our scuba diver needs some arms. So for these ones, we want the arms to stick out. So we're only gonna put a little bit of glue on one part of the arm. And we're gonna stick that to one side of the body. These are quite long. So if you think they're a little too long, scissors, there we are, a little bit shorter. Same with the other side. A little bit of glue on one side, and we're just going to stick it to this side. And I'm going to cut this arm a little shorter too. There we go. There's his arms, or her arms. And how we put our flippers on. So here's the flippers we have here. And for this, we want to attach the surface of the body. So instead of putting glue on our feet, we're gonna put glue around the edges, just like this. Now this one might take a little bit longer to dry. Maybe I should wait to the end. Oh well. And we're gonna stick it down. And these little feet, these flippers, which is what the scuba diver uses to propel himself through the water, is going to help him stand up when you're finished with him. And again, when we're done with this, we're just gonna leave him to dry for a little while. And if that doesn't stick in the end, a little bit of hot glue will work too, or just be patient and give him some more glue to stick. All right, so we have a couple more pieces to add on. We have hands. So these are our hands here, made out of mittens. And we're just going to put a little bit, he's got some gloves that match his. There we go, so there's one hand. Oh, and make sure they're both the right hand. It could be two left hands if we put them on backwards. I think that's correct. Let's give it a squeeze. There we are. Now he needs actually needs two more things. He needs his or her scuba breathing apparatus. And this is gonna go right there on the face. And we would put our face on, and I don't have one of myself, but you can leave it blank. You can draw a face on. You can, as I said, cut out a picture of yourself, of your face, and glue that on, or you can just leave it. Scuba divers wear these scuba suits, which are usually black or blue, or and what they do is they keep them warm, because underneath the water can be very, very cold. And depending on where you are. All right, we're gonna put this on. Let's see over there. There we go. There we are. Here's his breathing apparatus. It's attached to the oxygen tank, in our minds anyway. Here we are. There's his scuba suit, or his breathing mask, and our clipboard. So we have a little paper clip here. You can glue it on if you want, or you can paper clip it to his arm because it's a clipboard, so it's clipped on. Oops, I should do it the other way. There we go. There we are. Oh, and he's falling off his feet. We need a little bit more there. You know what? I'm going to show you guys how I think we need a little bit of an extra bit. And I have these little bits that I cut off the arms that I think might help. So let's take a little bit of glue, and we're going to put the glue on, well, actually we're going to put the glue on the whole thing, just like this. And we're going to put it inside, just like that, with the glue sticking out, like so. And we're going to do the same to the other one. Like I said, a little hot glue, if you have it, would work just as well as this, but this is actually going to help us out. And we're going to stick that right in there. Same on the other side. And we will flatten those out. So they're going to create another surface for our feet to stick to. Just like that. Let's see. I'm going to take a pen here. I'm just going to, because I can't reach in there, so we'll just tap that down so that it sticks properly. Here we are. I think we're good. So, tilt me back up if I can. Perfect. There we are. All right, so there's our little underwater scuba diver. You can see his feet are staying on there. There's his flippers, his mask, his clipboard for recording all the archaeological remains that are sitting at the bottom of the lake or the river or the sea or the ocean, and his scuba tank on his back. Here we are. All right, so hopefully if you have not had a chance to see the Underwater Archaeologist craft, you now have. And if there is the template for that craft on our website at the activity page that is, again, connected from our main website page, the very first welcome page, follow it down, there's kids activities. All of the handouts, worksheets, templates, all those things are all located in that one location on our website, so you're welcome to check that out. And I will see everybody again on Friday. Jessica will be with us on Wednesday, talking about we're talking butterflies this week. So the monarch in particular, monarch and milkweed. So we're doing, that should be an interesting one. And then Heather will be with us on Tuesday and Thursday for some more archaeology here in Ontario. So hope everyone has a nice day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.